Aiden is a very kind-hearted boy. He's incredibly intelligent, soft-spoken, and respectful.
All right, there's Aiden.
Aiden's been skating since he was 6. He can do a lot of cool tricks. Personally, I think when he skates backward, he does his little dance. It's really cute.
It's really fun skating backwards, but another thing that I love doing is like going down on my knees and putting one leg out while skating forward.
The day of Aiden's accident was March 16th. It was a beautiful sunny day, and we decided to take the kids to the skate park. Aiden wanted to show Alex his new trick down the ramp.
He just bailed right out of the car, threw his skates on, and climbed up to the little half-pipe drop. Hadn't done any warm-up, hadn't done anything, just wanted to show me what he'd been practicing. And I got out, my hands in my pockets, and I looked, and I just watched him come right off the edge, catch a skate on there, and just wipe out straight down the edge.
I knew it was severe when Aiden screamed, and I didn't know the extent of it until I heard Alex tell me to get the girls back in the car, that we need to go to the hospital now.
I felt this get stuck on the edge, and my brain was just going through what was going to happen. I felt it snap and like dig into my thigh, and it hurt so much.
I've been an x-ray tech since I was 20. You see a lot of this kind of stuff firsthand, but having what I know go on when I watched his leg bend right there on his femur, I was like, okay, well, what are the immediate problems? So he could bleed to death. He might be crippled for the rest of his life with this injury. And so it was a tremendous weight immediately. I put him in the car and hope that these broken edge bones aren't cutting into the arteries on the inside of the thigh, because that's going to be the major problem. The chief thing in my mind was, do I go to Arkansas Children's Northwest, or do I go to the nearest hospital? Because there were closer places, but I needed the specialty care that this place has.
Our orthopedic PA saw him in the ER and immediately contacted me and let us know that we had a femur fracture, which is a more urgent case in orthopedics. And due to concerns for swelling and fracture healing, we ended up taking him right up to the OR. I spoke with the family. We discussed options. Surgical options are going to be our better option here, is to give him the best life possible. He had a spiral we call unstable fracture pattern, which took away 2 of the more simple ways to treat it, which would be nailing or flexible nails on the inside of his bone. And we did have to open it up and put a plate and screws because that fracture pattern wasn't going to be stable or just a transverse fracture that would stay on top of each other.
When Dr. Coder walked in, she basically bounced through the door. She came in there with a big old grin, said it went super well, better than she could have ever hoped for. Everything went very smoothly.
I felt a huge amount of relief. I didn't feel so hopeless anymore because I knew we were in good hands. And when he woke up, all he wanted to do was watch SpongeBob, which was a good sign.
Looking back through different hospital experiences, you don't remember the specifics, but you remember the feeling. And this place made us feel really good.
His fracture came back together beautifully, so it was easy to give the parents good news that we think that he was going to do great. I do remember seeing Aiden the next morning, and he didn't even act like he had surgery. He was sitting up at the chair, and I was like, how you feeling? He's like, I'm great. And, I told the parents we do have to keep him slow because he was ready to run at that point. He was a tough little kid.
Aiden's recovery was better than what we could have imagined.
Recovery went phenomenally.
Less than a year after his surgery, he was able to play basketball. Then he had his plate removed, and he's running and climbing and doing all things that boys should be doing.
I think one part of our team at Arkansas Children's Northwest that's really special is our whole orthopedic team is always ready to take care of the entire family, whether it's a kid along with them or the parents. Obviously, going through surgery is a really tough time for everyone in the family. And we have ortho specialty nurses that make sure that every question that the parents may have, whether it's a small question or a big question, is all answered. The fact that we treat the entire family and get everyone taken care of really gives people a good experience.